So today we will be focusing on boosting your metabolism. So that in turn will help us with weight loss and with toning up the body. Now before we start, can we just keep a block or a book by your side just in case you need it for your revolved triangle posture. Now we're going to dive straight in, so sitting in our most comfortable position, very gently closing our eyes. Setting our intention for today's practice. What would you like to achieve by the end of the session? And also, how would you like to be feeling when you step off the mat today? Checking in with our breath, we're going to place our right palm over the chest, left palm over the belly. As we inhale, allowing the chest to expand, followed by expanding the lower belly. Exhale, chest sinks in, and completing your exhalation by pulling your belly in towards your spine. We're going to take it to our own pace, breathing through our nostrils, keeping our mouth gently closed. Two more breaths. At the end of our exhalation, releasing our palms back down, can we start to draw circles with our chin, warming up your neck. Going the other way around. Very slowly coming all the way back to center. And we can start to open our eyes with a few blinks. Now we're going to inhale, extend our fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lengthening, keeping the belly firmly in, lifting any weight of your lower back. And exhale, can we twist over to the left side. Sitting up tall, lifting your heart. On our next inhalation, lifting all the way back up. And this time, exhale, twisting over to the right. We'll try that one more time on each side. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhaling to the left. And inhale all the way up. And exhale over to the right side, keeping the belly firmly in. Once again, inhale, coming all the way back up. We're going to hold it here as we breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing our hands, we're going to come all the way up onto all fours, and we're going to stretch out our shoulders. So keeping our knees met width apart, thread the needle posture. Inhale, can we start to lift our right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathing easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, can we reach the right hand over to the left side. Drop the right shoulder down, extending your left hand out ahead of you. 5 long breaths here. And 1. Now from this position, we're going to transition into our puppy pose. So on your next inhalation, we're going to only release our right hand. And we're going to very slowly extend the right hand out ahead of us as well. Pushing your palms for the wall ahead of you. and pushing your hips for the wall behind you, either resting your forehead or your chin down to the ground. We will take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the next inhalation, we're going to very slowly guide ourselves all the way back up. Now, switching over to the other side. Inhale, can we start to lift our left hand up high? And exhale, we're going to twist over to the right side, extending our right hand out ahead of us, breathing easy. And 1. Now, only releasing your left hand, extending your left hand out ahead of you as well. Once again, coming into our puppy pose, breathing very comfortably. We will take 5, 4, 3, keep the belly in, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift your chest, coming up onto all fours. We're going to very slowly bring our knees back in so that they are in alignment with our hips. Now, tucking the toes in, we're going to lift ourselves up into our downward facing dog. Pedaling our feet a little. Breathing very comfortably. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, slow and easy, can we start to walk our feet up towards our palms, finding length, gazing to a point ahead of us, lifting our chest, rolling the shoulders back, and then exhale into a comfortable forward fold. Inhale. Gazing forward, can we lift ourselves all the way up towards the ceiling? And we're going to connect our palms together. Now, coming into our crescent pose, we're going to inhale, lengthen, reaching our fingertips up. Exhale, we're going to lean a little over to the right side. Keeping your heart lifted. 5, 4, belly in, 3, 2, 1, coming all the way back up. Now leaning over to your left side, breathing easy, lifting your heart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming all the way back up. Feel free to gaze up towards the ceiling, scooping your tailbone down a little, and exhale. We're going to dive back down to the ground. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, palms down. We're going to step back. Inhale, coming into your plank. Exhale, can we transition? Inhale, we're going to shift the palms back, lift into our upward dog, breathing easy. Lifting your heart, pushing the back of your ribcage forward. Only if this is feeling comfortable, you can push through the tops of your feet, lifting your knees off the mat. Making sure you're not feeling any kind of compression in your lower back. Otherwise, feel free to rest your knee down. Now, as we exhale, we're going to push back onto all fours. We're going to take it into our child's pose. So once again, keeping the knees met width apart, big toes touching one another, we can push ourselves right back. Feel free to drop your forehead down to the mat, or you can place the block in front of you, resting your forehead down. 5 long breaths here. And now next inhalation, lifting ourselves up onto all fours. We're going to take the block away, keeping it aside. And we're going to lift ourselves back up into our downward facing dog. Now we're going to transition into our triangle pose. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your palms. We're going to drop the left heel down and take your time, lift yourself all the way back up. So your right foot is pointing forward, left foot is pointing out to the side. Now extending your hands out by your sides. Can we inhale? Engage your left glute, left thigh, pull the belly in, bend your right knee. Now hinging from your hip, can we reach that right hand out ahead of us, grabbing onto either your ankle or calf, shoulders rolled open. Can we straighten and squeeze both our legs? Breathing easy. We will take 5. Belly in a little further. 4. 3. Keep pushing through that right arm. 2. And 1. Slight bend in the knee. We're going to pop ourselves right up. Now taking it to our revolve triangle. Bring your right hand to your hip. Reaching your left hand up and pointing your left foot in 45 degrees. Now if you need to use the block, please feel free to grab onto the block, placing it to the outside of your right foot. Now squeezing your left bum, left thigh, pull the belly in, bend your right knee, push your hips back, reach your left hand out ahead of you. Now we're going to twist, either drop your hand onto the ground or to the block. Can we twist a little further, extending the spine. Now reach your right hand up for the ceiling, straighten the right knee and squeeze both your legs. Belly in a little deeper. If it's feeling okay, gaze up towards your right palm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your right hand to your hip. We're going to lift our left hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Slow and easy, releasing both your hands down to the mat. We're going to step back into our downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Now switching over to the other side. Inhale, can we lift the left leg up? Exhale, step your left foot in between your palms. Drop your right heel down and lift yourself right up. Now our left foot is pointing forward, right foot is pointing out to the side. Extend your hands out, squeeze your right bum, right thigh belly in, bend your left knee very gently. We're going to reach the left hand out, grab onto your ankle or calf, shoulders rolled open. Can we straighten and squeeze both our legs? Belly in a little further. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gentle bend in the left knee, lifting yourself all the way up. Now going into our revolve triangle, left hand to our hip, right hand up, right foot pointing in 45 degrees. Feel free to place the block to the outside of your left foot. Now inhale, squeeze the right bum, right thigh, lift all the way up. Exhale, belly in, bend the left knee a little, push your hips back, reach your hands up. Now you can either drop your hands onto the ground or onto the block. Now twist a little further, extending the spine, reaching your left hand up. Whenever you're ready, straighten the left knee and squeeze both your legs. Try your best to find as much length in your spine as possible. We will take 5. Breathe. If it's feeling okay, gaze up towards your left palm. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slow and easy, left hand to the hip. Lift your right hand up for the ceiling. And take your time, drop your palms down. We're going to step back into our downward facing dog. Slow and easy. 5, 4, belly in. 3, shoulders rolled away from your ears. 2, and 1. Inhale, gaze forward, come right up in between your palms. Can we find length? And exhale, we're going to take it to our forward fold. Breathing. Inhale, bend the knees a little as you lift up for the ceiling. And exhale, we are going to release. Perfect. Now we're going to very slowly bring our hands to our hips. We're going to focus a little on activating the lower abdomen, really increasing the fire around your lower abdomen. Now we're going to keep our feet together. Can we start to inhale, lift our heels off the ground? Now as slowly as we can we start to bend the knees, dropping the hips down. Now if this is your maximum, please hold it here. If you think you can go all the way down, please go ahead. Take a moment here, balancing on the balls of your feet. Now pushing the ground away from you. Can we lift ourselves all the way back up? And then drop your heels back down. 4 more repetitions. Lift your heels up. We're going to very gently lower ourselves down. Breathing easy. Now the very same way, push the ground away from you as you lift yourself up and drop your heels back down. 3 more times. Inhale, lift your heels up. Slow and easy, moving with control. Take your time. Can we lower ourselves all the way down? Now pushing the ground away from you. Can we take our time, pushing ourselves up with control. Come right back down. 2 more repetitions. Lift your heels. Breathing easy. Take your time to lower yourself down. Now, pushing the ground away from you. We're going to lift ourselves all the way back up. Perfect. Dropping your heels back down. 1 last time. Lift your heels up. Slow and easy. Can we lower ourselves down? Now, the very same way, push the ground away from you. Keep the belly firmly in, moving with control. We're going to lift ourselves all the way up and dropping our heels back down to the ground. Well done. Now, we're going to take ourselves into our chair pose and add in a bit of a twist. So, belly in, can we start to drop the hips? Scoop the tailbone slightly down. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling. We will take 5. Breathing easy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands to heart center. We're going to very slowly cross the right elbow over the left knee and lengthening our spine. We will take another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to challenge you a little, starting to lift your right heel up towards your bum, and then we're going to step right back into our lunge position. Lengthening your spine a little further, grounding yourself through the ball of your right foot. Pull the belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take your time. We're going to step back to center. Release our hands back to chair pose. And come all the way up into your standing position. Taking a moment here before we move on to the other side. Now, once again, belly in, drop your hips, tuck the tailbone slightly down, lift up into your chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now connect your palms together. We're going to cross the left elbow over the right knee, lengthening your spine. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenging you, we're going to lift the left heel up and taking our time, stepping back into our lunge position. Extend the spine, ground yourself to the ball of your left foot, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to step right back to where we started. Release back to your chair pose. engage in your plank, and exhale, transition. Inhale, take to your upward facing dog. Exhale. One last downward dog for today's practice. Give it your best stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, gazing forward, coming into our cross-legged seated position. We're going to lie all the way back down to the ground. Now coming into our supine twist, here we lift our hips up, dropping our hips to the right side. We're going to lift both our feet off the ground, dropping your knees to the left. Now your left hand can guide your knees a little deeper in towards the twist. You can reach your right hand just out by your side. Closing our eyes, we're going to take 10 long breaths here. We just switch over to the other side, so bringing our knees back to center, this time hips to the left side. Lift your feet up and drop your knees to the right. Reaching your left hand out by your side, breathing easy. And once again, coming all the way back to center. Hips back to alignment. We can start to extend both our legs out ahead of us. Hands by our sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. We'll take 5 breaths here. Starting to wiggle our toes, giving slight movement to our fingers, turning our head to the left and right, squeezing all our toes together, pulling in our kneecaps, tightening our thighs, tucking in with our hands, tightening our shoulders, chest, facial muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and completely relaxing. Letting go of any tension, any stress, any pain. Whenever we are ready, turning to our side and guiding ourselves up into our comfortable seated position. Rubbing our palms together, massaging the back of our neck, shoulders, lower back, our hips and knees. Very gently bringing both our palms to heart center and opening our eyes with a few blinks. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please rest well, drink lots of water, nourish your body, and I will see you very soon.